What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Have I got a tale for you? Oh boy, do I. So, after I hopped off last time, I decided, you know what? If they just watch me do the same basic thing for all the holds, they're gonna get bored. Hey Pyro, how's it going? But, that might have been for the better that I decided to do that off camera, because I came across an issue. See, sometimes the game will let you make really stupid choices. For instance, I decided to attack Winterhold before I attacked the Rift, and the game didn't like that. So then when I tried to clear the Rift, I got picked in an art raffle. That's awesome. I hope it's worth it. Anyway. I went... So when I went to try and clear the Rift, it behaved as though I captured it, but then it wouldn't let me proceed. So I tried to take the Winterhold again. And it just would not let me do anything, period. So I had to go all the way back to before I had cleared the Pale. And from there, I had to let things advance naturally, clear the forts, and then if it didn't consider the area cleared, in other words, if it didn't give me the message, report to General Tullius, I had to force the hold into battle by committing forces straight for the capital. Now, I had to do this with the Pale, I had to do it with Riften, I did it for Riften 3 times beforehand, and thankfully, did not have to do it for Winterhold. But we've finally come to the point where, in spite of all that lost progress, we're finally at the last battle. We're going straight for Ulfric himself. And let me tell you, I am ready to just get this over with, because I have never seen the game break to this degree. This feels like playing Oblivion. I have never seen it this broken. Oh, man. But hey, once the Civil War is over, that frees up a lot of other things. With the Civil War over, I don't have to worry about encountering entire battlefields out in the middle of nowhere anymore with bunches of Stormcloak and Imperial forces fighting, because the Civil War will be over. And after that, I'm going to hunt down each and every Stormcloak camp and burn it to the ground. Not out of spite, mind you, but because doing so eliminates their presence within the region. I should mention that's not from vanilla, that's through a mod. But it's a worth it mod. You also get paid for each one you burn down. And once that's finally over, I think it's time we started looking at some of the DLC quests, those being Dragonborn and Dawnguard. I think it's time we introduced ourselves to the factions. Yeah, the modding for Skyrim is amazing. Did you see the Skyblivion trailer they put out the other day? 2025. The entire game of Oblivion remade in the Skyrim engine. Coming 2025, of course, which is a shame. I'd like to see it sooner. But I'm not about to tell. No, they actually have Bethesda's graces on this one. I think the restriction is that they just can't utilize the original voice recordings or the original music recordings. So they're recording all the lines themselves, and I think they have someone making their own versions of the soundtrack. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. That'll be awesome to see, because Oblivion, I get it was the newest thing in tech at the time, but bloom lighting has not aged well, and Oblivion is entirely bloom lit. Yeah, I know. Look at me talking about how bloom lighting has not aged well, and this is a 12-year-old game engine. A 12-year-old game engine that is held together by paper clips and duct tape. I would say paper clips and chewing gum, but I would say it holds up well enough that it's not that level of bad. Because there are some games, oh boy, there are some games that are literally held together by nothing more than chewing gum. Uh, oh yeah, they are also trying to make Skywind, which is Morrowind, out in the Skyrim engine. Don't really have uh, don't really have a an idea as to when that one's coming out. I just know that it's being worked on. Um, I think that one's taking longer both because the game is older and it has a lot of older code, and because they're having to I think they have to reconceptualize a lot of stuff that was in that game, because it was original Xbox, to put it into perspective. I joined the Imperials because though Ulfric wants to uh, exile the Thalmor from Skyrim, the truth is they're actually using him in order to get a better hold on both the Empire and the region. Meanwhile, General Tullius does not like them, and he actually wants to unify Skyrim, so that they might prepare to once again fight the Thalmor. See, all of this happened because there was a war between the Thalmor and the Empire. And Ulfric actually fought in that war, as a matter of fact, and he could not deal with the fact that the Empire, having faced just absolutely tremendous losses, he could not deal with the fact that they decided, okay, we're gonna have to sign a peace treaty here, and yeah, you guys can't worship Talos, your hero god, anymore, because the elves don't like the fact that he was once a man. All the gods have to be Mer. All the gods have to be Mer because, you know, the High Elves claim to be descended from the gods. And if a god is a man, well, that kind of messes with things, doesn't it? But there's, I think, more to it than that. Yeah, fuck the High Elves. Let me tell you something. There is a mod out there that lets you take the war to the Thalmor, and I am tempted to download it. But the only thing that's stopping me is the fact that there is a couple of mods I already have on the mod list that it is just not compatible with. But let me tell you, fuck the Thalmor. I suppose I should get started now, though. Been rambling on for a while. Well, that's one way to start. Is that a Dwemer automaton dragon? It is because there is no entry post Skyrim at this time. Well, excuse me, no entry that chronologically takes place after Skyrim. It is not known which side canonically won. Though I'd like to think that, because of the way I've seen some of the Stormcloaks behave, that Ulfric's rebellion ultimately collapsed, whether on its own or by being destroyed by the Imperials. Because they are racist. They don't care if someone is in Skyrim because they need to be there, I mean, because they're a refugee seeking solace there. If you're not a Nord, you are not a son of Skyrim. They are racist as heck. Now, these aren't Stormcloaks necessarily, but these are some of the people who live in Windhelm. But I need to take care of this because, one, I was not expecting a dragon to open up this episode. Two, I was not expecting it to be a Dwemer automaton. Dwarven mechanical dragon. I never knew such a thing existed. That begs the question, what happens when I defeat it? Do I not get a dragon soul from it, since it's not actually a dragon? Any day now, bro. Oh, he's just straight up summoning Automata to fight us. Wow. He's actually... you maybe land? Wow. Beat you and you don't even do the courtesy of landing for me. What an asshole. Now that right there is just a sore loser.
Run, bitch! Run!
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he decided, you know what, fuck this. I'm not risking my life. Well, I'm not risking my function for this.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
General Tullius is supposed to be here, or somewhere nearby at least. Oh, he's just down there at the gate. Okay, yes, he's already fought his way there.
Lucky hit.
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels.
Well, you know, if you just walk a few feet ahead. Where did he go? Guess he went inside. He already charged in.
For the Emperor!
I mean, you can leave it alone and just not take a side, but there will come a point in the main quest, where you have to bring the leaders to High Hrothgar and have them call a temporary truce in order to fight the dragons.
Bastard!
I need to get through here because they will spawn infinitely in this battle. That was a nice little ragdoll. You know what? I need to see if there's a mod for ragdolls, because ragdolls can be hilarious. think not. Come on. Is your deal? There we go. They just not know we're back here? I guess not. They do now. That's not good. Time for some vegetable soup. To my knowledge, no, not unless it's a scripted event. Like, they'll yield and they'll claim they yield and they'll run away, but unless you actually take them out, they will just get back up again. Thank you, Lydia. I was wondering where you went off to. Maybe there isn't a mod somewhere, but I haven't really looked for it.
Secure the door.
Already done, sir.
Ulfric Stormcloak, you are guilty of insurrection, murder of Imperial citizens, the assassination of King Torek, and high treason against the Empire. It's over. Not while I'm still breathing, it's not.
Step aside, Galmar. We're here to accept Ulfric's surrender.
I'll never surrender Skyrim into the hands of a corrupt and dying empire.
Skyrim doesn't belong to you, Ulfric.
No, but I belong to her.
Enough! You are traitors and will die traitors' deaths. Stand down and face public execution, or advance and face summary execution by my hands. It matters little to me. Either way, I'll be sending your heads back to Cyrodiil. Well, what are we waiting for? Oh, damn you! I have no problem killing you. How do you feel about dying?
Come on, please, try to hurt me. More, damn you!
Well, Ulfric, you can't escape from me this time. Any last requests before I send you to wherever you people go when you die?
Sovngarde, sir.
Right. Well,
Let the Dragonborn be the one to do it. It'll make for a better song.
song or not, I just want it done.
If that's his request.
Here, use my sword to do it. I made sure to sharpen it for the occasion.
Talos be with you.
What was that, Link?
Nothing.
Oh, I can take his armor.
Just the saying goodbye.
Well, men will be
Oh, so that's what the Sword of Leeching did to him on
we'll
death.
need to hand the city over to that free winter fellow.
Runwolf. Yes, I've sent men to protect him and bring him here.
Note to
Windhelm
self.
will need a government quickly
Leech.
to prevent more violence.
The Sword of Leeching absorbs HP. If that's the killing blow, it looks like it turns them into skeletons. Did not know that.
The Legion will be staying here for quite some time. I don't expect there to be any further violence. Oh, and Leggett. It's been an honor to have you at my side. As a token of my appreciation, I want you to keep my sword. And now to deliver a speech.
And thus, with this, the rebuilding of Skyrim can begin.
The rebellion is over. Ulfric Stormcloak is dead. His head will be sent to Cyrodiil, where it will adorn a spike on the walls of the Imperial City. Let this day be a final warning to all who would still call themselves Stormcloaks.
It won't.
Turning the city over to Brumwolf Freewinter, an honorable and faithful man. Many of you will be staying in Windhelm to aid the Jarl in restoring order and stamping out any embers of rebellion that may still smolder here.
Sounds good.
In appreciation for your exemplary service, I am doubling your pay and compensation to the widows of your fallen comrades.
Well, they've certainly earned it.
I am proud of all of you. All hail the Emperor. All hail his legionnaires. I hate giving speeches.
It wasn't so bad.
I hope we haven't just created a martyr.
There's bound to be resistance. There are many Stormcloak camps tucked away in the hills. They'll no doubt strike whenever and wherever they can.
Which is why we must
While
root them
Ulfric
out.
can inflame their passions, they'll settle down and return to their homes eventually.
I pray you're right, Leggett. In the meantime, we'll continue to root them out and put them to the sword. We couldn't have done this without you. The Empire glories in your accomplishments. Come, Rika. There's still much to be done. Ulfric is dead and his army destroyed. There's not much more I could ask of you. The gods, however, I suspect, may have plans for you elsewhere. That said, Stormcloak true believers are still operating out of hidden military camps in the hills. If you encounter any of your travels, kill them. With luck, they'll soon lose heart and return to their homes and families. If not, we'll be forced to put them all to the sword. The fiercest of the remaining rebels will continue to harass us, but by and large, the people here desire peace.
Indeed they do.
What I'm not so sure about is the peace we've made with the Thalmor. But we'll keep that between the two of us, all right?
Hear that? He's thinking about crossing the Thalmor again.
No. I suspect Skyrim to be my home for many years. I can't say I'll ever get used to the damn cold or understand these Nords, but I have come to respect them. The harshness of Skyrim has a way of carving a man down to his true self. You're dismissed.
What I do for Skyrim and her people.
So what are you gonna do
The generals
next?
put me in charge of assisting the new governments. I may understand things here in Skyrim better than the general, but I'm a soldier at heart, not a politician. But I'll do my best. This is the land of my birth, the land that shaped me. I'm proud to have any part in making it strong again. I'll take my leave then.
Time we get going.
Sure showed them. Good job out there. Glad you were with us. I feel so alive.
And with that, the war is over. Skyrim may not stand unified, but her people are now united. You okay there, pal?
That's it? That's all you got?
Says the one standing on the embers. Let's head back to Whiterun and see if we can begin repairing things.
Need something?
Oh, there it is, repairing the cities. With the new governments installed, it's time we see about fixing up these people's homes. You. And maybe I'll help out Danica down in the temple. And we see to that aging Gildergreen. Actually, I should say rotting Gildergreen, because I do believe it's dead.
You've done us a great service. You've done well.
The kids came in from outside. So...
You should have told me first.
Damn it, woman, I'm the Jarl of Whiterun. I won't apologize for talking to my people. You can't protect me every moment of the day.
That might be so, but it will never stop me from trying.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I serve Jarl Balgruuf. The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you. Enjoy.
Let's see. The Divines in Solitude will be collecting donations to accelerate the reconstruction.
Visit to Dragon's Reach.
What can I do
The
for you?
task
so
of
it's
stewarding
solitude.
is more important than you realize. The Jarl often asks for my invaluable counsel.
May as well grab
Splendid.
this
There's a
so
house
that
available right now.
Lydia can stay somewhere while I'm
Wonderful.
venturing with someone else.
Here's the key to your new home.
Because ultimately... Hello! Hello, new person. How are you doing?
I'll be glad to help. And of course, now, what would you like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the
Nerd
arrangements. The
Ghost.
next time you
Nerd the
visit your
Ghost.
house, your new furniture. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Nice to meet you.
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new
I'm doing
furnishings
alright.
will be in place.
I've been there,
Is
stuck
there
at work
anything else
after
you'd like to
closing.
purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? If there's any more I can help you
What
with,
do you need?
just let me know.
I'm doing
I'll
alright.
my yard. A word.
Why am I putting the map in here? I'm doing alright. I've been having a hard time of it with the Civil War quests. but I finally got it
I'm the
done.
commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
It wasn't hard, it was just tedious. But now we're finally at the end of that, and it's time to start fixing up the cities. And maybe this rotting Gildergreen. But other than that, life-wise, I am doing well. And hopefully I can keep it that way. I had a whole rant at the beginning of the stream. You'll probably be able to watch it once I, end the stream and the video gets posted. But, to put it simply, I had to fight my way through the, Battle of Riften 3 times, only to realize the questline had glitched and had to start over. Let's see, they said that Temple of Divines and Solitude. Okay.
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be public. And you see those warriors? I heard the gourmets hiding out somewhere in... Hmm? Ah, yes. That once held a shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god.
Yeah, it was no bueno.
Talos was a great man, and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight.
Ah, donation box. How much do I have? Good 22,000. That should help out the rebuilding effort. Works are underway now, it's just a matter of waiting.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Major.
So now, I think depending on how much you pay, that's how quickly they get restored. Thanks, I should probably turn the silent. But yeah, let's go visit Danica and see about taking care of that Gildergreen. The rest of the city's being fixed up, why not fix that up? With the war over, the holiday events can return.
Welcome, child. This is the Temple of Kinnareth. The Gildergreen outside was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun.
It's seen better days.
Disciples of Kinnareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kinnareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber.
Really?
I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing spray guns. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
I'll get it.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Orphan Rock. Well, Lydia, let's see to it. And also, it's time I get out of my, Imperial here. So let's see. Blessings of nature. Orphan Rock. Looks like Helgen is the closest place. And I can still travel back to it for some reason. Oh hey, I'm on this side of it. That works. And there... Orphan Rock is closer, but there's also a Stormcloak camp up ahead. Time we routed them.
This doesn't concern you.
Better clear out.
First,
Should have cleared out while you had the chance. Well, they went down easily. May as well take their ammo. Veteran's wear axe? What? And now... Oh. That's unfortunate. I just burned down the tent, but I don't want them to suffer. All right. Careful, Lydia. Hey Lydia, maybe if you didn't stand in the fire, you'd be fine. You're the one standing in the fire. Cremate their bodies. Somehow the banner did not burn down. Is there a reason the banner isn't burning down? I think the banner should be burning down. Ugh. I'm not gonna spend all day here. Hag ravens are in right nasty business. Except these are just hags. There you go. Knew nothing. Could easily have avoided that. You'd just run off. Hello, what have we got here? Ooh, all of this is useful. And we've got Nettlebane as well. And another chest. Ooh, with a gold diamond ring. And some rubies. Don't really destroy those. I thought that was an item, but I think that might actually be a severed eyeball. Akon is gone. I think... I don't think it is. I don't think it is an item I have to jump for. That's a house. Heck? That wasn't there before. Horse is still there. Horses are still there. So the banner's gone. So someone turned this into their own house? Abandoned house. Hello.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Ah. So with the Stormcloaks gone, a hunter has set up camp here now. It did. But I'm sure they sunk a lot of coin into buying that house right there. Well, Danica, I have the Nettlebane.
What is it? What has happened to the Gildergreen? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag-ravens yet?
Oh, I have.
Oh, well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course, I'm glad you did. Now, I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps?
Sure.
Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam?
Indeed you were.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam? I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard. I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way.
Sure.
I thank you for your kindness.
Since you're a pilgrim, I'll help you out. Odd place to put the strongbox. Right next to a door. Thankfully, I already found the Eldergleam Sanctuary off camera. Frick was that noise? Oh, that's what that noise was.
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
Well, you don't have to wonder. Looks like there's quite a bit. little sanctuary.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Well, it's a sanctuary. It's a little haven.
Hello there, friend. Come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary as I have. Truly remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
Welcome to Elder Gleam Sanctuary, my friend. If you have any questions, speak to Asta.
Where might I find Asta?
You see those warriors from... I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true. You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Just a small glimpse of what beauty Kinneret has to offer. Wonderful place, isn't it?
It really is.
Yes, my friend. Though no one has been able to get close to her for as long as I can remember. As you can see, Eldergleam's roots are large and stretch far, blocking any path to her trunk. Though, believe it or not, there are rumors of a weapon that even Eldergleam herself would lift her roots for, more out of fear than respect. All right then.
Let's see. Perhaps it's best I don't show them the weapon. Just a random chest here with a gold diamond ring. We should all be so fortunate. There were 2 fairies. So there's definitely something here. Question is where? I have a feeling they are not gonna like it if I show them the weapon. Hello. Water here is not deep enough to swim through. But I am able to jump out of it. And I also saw that. Oh, it's just corundum. I'll take it anyway for the experience. I genuinely thought that was the courier trying to catch up with me again.
The Greybeards. You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Yes, my friend. Though no one... though, believe it or not, the rumors were true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it.
I have no plans to harm it. Can't even jump over it.
My no idea you were a man of violence. What exactly are your intentions in this blessed place?
I need the sap to fix the
You would
Gildergreen.
violate this marvel of Kinnereth's glory to fix that half-breed stump in Whiterun? That's abominable. Barbaric! I'll have no part of this. Why didn't you tell me what you intended?
You have a better idea?
Well, yes. There is something. It won't repair the tree back at the temple, but we could bring them a new one.
What did you have in mind?
Follow me. I think I can convince the tree to help us. The Eldergleam has blessed us with a sapling. You should take it to Whiterun. Danica will want to see that the true blessings of nature lie in renewal, not a slavish maintenance.
Thanks.
It was my pleasure, friend. In a way, I envy you getting to carry such a direct sign of Kinnereth's graces. Good luck on your travels. May Kinnereth's wind carry only the sweetest scents. I can almost hear its heart. Speak.
What will you do now? Aha! It's not what I thought it was. You can't be serious. Ah, okay. Another Deku shield. So I can move some of these rooms. Power sword. What? That's different. Got a songbook page. Actually, I should see what that songbook page teaches. "100% resistance to disease and poison for 120 seconds. Ooh. Minuet of the Forest. How about that power sword? This seems like an ordinary silver sword to me. Ordinary silver. Oh. It's the white sword from the first game. At least I think it is. What have we got in here? Yep. So, in the first game, the first Legend of Zelda game, there were 3 swords. Your starting sword, which is, I believe, is a wooden sword? Actually, no, I think people just assumed it was a wooden sword. But, yeah, there's your starter sword, there's the white sword, and then there's the magic sword. Each one increases in power, and each one requires that you reach a certain level of health before you can actually obtain it. Right, why did I think I could travel from here? Yep, excuse me. I need to get through here. I think it has to go to the forge before its true potential can be unlocked. What do you mean about enemy? The dragon does not know I'm here. So what enemies are you talking about? No, you're not talking about that Mixad. They're passive. Actually, there's something I wanted to investigate over here that I found earlier. Couldn't do anything with it because I didn't have the Song of Time yet. Oh, if memory serves, I think that's a blood dragon. Or it could be an ash dragon. Like he's engaged with someone else. He's engaged with the Thalmor, I'll leave him to it. Get fucked, Thalmor. It is an ash dragon. Oh no, it's a primal dragon. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe it triggered because the last one fled before I could kill it proper. Oh, it's to the south. Yeah, I found another grotto. What are you? What are you? Why am I suddenly Leonard Church? We'll resurrect you. Just hold still so we can finally settle what you are. Or just vanish off the face of the earth. Fine. Ah, great. Won't be finding them again anytime soon. grotto we go. Let's see what lies on the other side of here, shall we? Excuse me. What's in here? So it all respawned. Okay. I won't give you the opportunity. Oh, that's a different type of lantern. Instead of a stream, it launches fireballs. And this was a Wizrobe. Oh, so there's bomb flowers in here. I hear you over there. What can I drop? I can drop the Deku Shield. I got another one at home. You know what? I'll drop your. Don't know why I have an ebony ingot. Don't really need those. And there's the paralysis. You're not gonna risk that. Actually, what I can do is take off the silver scale and put on the necklace of brawn. Not gonna pick those potions back up, but it's something. So it killed a red Tektite. I think that's something. And there's this big thing. Well, I could, but she doesn't follow me into this place for some reason. Nameless red. sure what that is. Oh, I didn't even see it. Black Wolfos. A Dodongo. There's more back there, I can hear them. Old Jew. Well, this place is certainly odd. Oh! That was a trap chest. And I disarmed it. Bombos medallion. Well, now that is something. What is that something? Medallion Bombos. Explosion centered on the caster that deals 80 points of fire damage within an 80-foot radius. Closer foes are staggered. Why does this one rotate and this one doesn't? I guess it doesn't have the same effect as this. But yeah, that could be fun. Whoa, we can have fun with that. That's of the salvos. Was not expecting to run into a Lizalfos, but I suppose if the Dodongos are here, they're not far behind. Elden Circlet, Elden Glass Armor. Another red Tektite. And a green shoe. And this just circles back around, doesn't it? It does. Well, it certainly gave me something fun to play around with. Although I suspect I should probably not do it with a companion around. Oh. What are you doing over there, Lydia? Anyway, time to give Danica this revived Gildergreen. Or, excuse me, this Gildergreen sapling.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Why are you sneaking?
Help me! Help me! Thought I heard something.
What on earth was that? Did I just witness a theft?
Need something?
Do you have the Elder Gleam sap? But I can't run the temple without the support of people who are inspired by the Gildergreen. How can this little tree bring new worshippers? You're right, of course. It can be hard to hear the winds of Kinnareth when all you hear are the rabble in the temple. Death feeds new life. I'm sure that in time, this little sapling will grow into a new Gildergreen that will tower over Whiterun. Thank you.
Let us hope so.
Grace of Kinnareth be with you.
And in time, the new tree will grow in the spot of the old tree. Now, let's see what the Forge has to say about this power sword. Oh yeah, if I go back and grab that Kokiri sword, I can fix it. But I can't do anything with the power sword, it looks like. Oh, hi. No, that's not what I meant to. Excuse me, I don't mean to do that. Just randomly a Hylian shield sitting there. Oh wait, it won't allow me to teleport. That's right. Excuse me. Where are they? Crabs? It is the mud crabs. It's not just the mud crabs. Well, you didn't suffer long. If at all. Anyway, better put these things away. I might actually end the stream soon, but not before we do a couple things.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, hi.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What's it? What did you give me? I don't think that's what he just gave me, because I got something else earlier. Ah. Earls of Skyrim have decreed that celebrations may be held throughout the land again due to the end of the Civil War. Let us now put aside our differences and come together with bellies full of meat. Anything else? Falkreath will need to prepare more gravestones for the newly deceased. Thanks to you, we are slowly putting a halt to the Stormcloak's westward expansion. This will definitely give us the upper hand, and close his 500 septums in full for your contribution. He gave that to me for burning down the Stormcloak Falkreath camp. Alright. Now let's put away some of this armor. That away, and that. Put that away as a trophy. Now to put these away. Put away that extra Deku shield. Those away. Put away the Hylian shield. Damaged mirror shield, because I can't do anything with it right now. And these two. The ebony sword is much stronger than the Ordon sword, so put that away. And the lantern and that. Bonflower buds. Zalfo's Fang. The essence. Oh, and put away the gold shoe and the green shoe. There we go. I'll let you keep the armor, Lydia. I'd say it's time we said hello to Solstein. I've been holding off on going there because there's some important stuff that happens there when you first arrive. But As a refresher to anyone who doesn't remember, earlier we were attacked by some cultists claiming that Murok was the one true Dragonborn and that I'm a fake. On them... Where is it? Orders to post. On them we found this. Board the vessel, Northern Maiden docked at Ravenrock, take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false Dragonborn before he reaches Solstheim. Return with word of your success, and Murok shall be most pleased. Time we find out what they're up to.
Yes? Dragonborn, what do you need?
Who are you? He still looks a bit a mess. But I suppose there's only so much that can be done about that.
I'm ever so grateful.
Who are you?
By the hist, if I don't get something soon, I don't know how I'll get through the week.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I feel like my scales are clawing into me. Maybe you could help an old Argonian out? I heard some of the sailors talking about how they stashed a bottle of double-distilled skooma in the Nissus Corner Club. I just need a taste.
No.
I would not complain if you returned with some skooma.
I'm not helping you with your addiction.
The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't appreciate them right back.
Are you okay, pal? Evidently not.
Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Skyrim isn't very friendly for Argonians, so we mostly just keep out of the way. Shavi knows the dock doesn't look nice, but fresh air is good for the gills. Oh yes, after all, what's the point in being miserable all the time?
That's true.
I know life on the docks isn't easy. Sometimes life puts you in difficult circumstances you didn't choose. But being happy or unhappy is a choice you make. And I've chosen to make the best of things that I can.
Bug, would you mind clipping that later?
I enjoyed our talk.
I'm impressed.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Oh, yes, you are.
Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault.
I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here.
What do you mean you don't know how you got here? Wouldn't you have just sailed here?
It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstein.
Oh, yes, you are.
If you've been listening to me, I'm not going back there.
Don't you understand? I need to figure out what they're doing on that island. And if you don't take me, I'll sail this damn boat myself.
All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself.
And off we go to Solstein.
Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
The Ashen City of Raven Rock. Okay, Lydia?
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
And are you sure? Is there anything you can tell me?
I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what.
Why were you so suspicious of me?
I have to be. The second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern.
Has there been an issue?
This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down.
I can understand that.
Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstein. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from them.
The Argonians invaded Morrowind?
Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. Attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
I see.
Giolland, I was starting to wonder what happened to you.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
this load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again. And there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing. Just pay me when you can.
Just glad you could come to an agreement.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard.
I will do my best not to interrupt your way of life.
I've heard that dragons have been seen in the scars of a
Ooh.
Morrowind.
Phantom Gores.
I'll see it for myself.
They're cute little guys. Trauma root. Safe throw? Hello.
Splendid. Another mouth to feed.
Harsh. Abandoned building.
Here in his shrine,
I'm sorry?
that they have forgotten. Here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim what by day was stolen, far from ourselves. He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his shrine.
Well, that's quite a morbid poem.
That they have forgotten.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Looking for Mirak.
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. But it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
I see. So what are they doing?
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
I worry what will happen when they finish.
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
That
that's that then.
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when
Whatever it's doing, it seems to be corrupting the Earthstone.
That world will cease to be. That you have forgotten. That you might remember. What faithless minds have stolen. Now, through me, do you see?
Ah, so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will.
our hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen.
And when the world shall see. And when the world remembers.
That world will cease to be.
Who's attacking Eloth and why? You can see the red mountain in the background.
I am a master. You can only hide so long. Who's no better than Karen, the master wizard of Asgard?
He absolutely destroyed him.
The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets. Secrets I mean to uncover. Are we done? I thought so. Are we done? I thought so.
Hello. I want to end the stream here, but no, you know what? It's getting late. I should probably end the stream. So, thank you all for joining. Oh, subtitles are porked? What? Oh. What do you think, Pug? Do you think now's probably a good time to end the stream? I'm on the fence. Yeah, you're probably right. So, I'll be doing some things off camera, but I'm just glad we were able to put an end to the Civil War, and we finally arrived on the island of Solstheim, which opens up a few more options for us. So, thank you for joining me this evening. I understand it was a bit out of nowhere, but I did say in one of my prior streams that I'm going to try to stick to a schedule of Mondays and Fridays, and squeeze the Wednesdays in there when I can. honestly, I would have done the stream earlier. It's just that I was trying to make sure that the Civil War was functioning correctly. But I'm not going to go into that rant again. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, what have you. And I will see you next time. Also, Pug, what do you think of the Bantam Gores? They're adorable, aren't they? Aren't they just little beans? Anyway, I'll end the stream there. See you next time.